Very civilized person.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like you. No, because I like you because you're civilized.
Yeah, butter me up with compliments first.
Okay. But what I'm trying to say is, before I start speaking, I want to do, because you're very civilized, I want to do 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Come on, come on.
I don't like that.
You don't like
It's too rigid.
Okay. 2
Needs
minutes.
to be flexible.
Okay.
No, just chop and change.
Flexible. The first thing I want to say, 𝐸𝐥𝐤𝐞𝐝, yeah? Big up, yeah? Yeah, listen. Okay, so all I wanted to say first, if the Earth suddenly stopped rotating for 1 second, the atmosphere will still continue moving at 1,050 miles per hour, and anything not attached to the bedrock
What are you
would be
reading from? What are you reading?
No, we will be ripped off the surface. This includes rocks, trees, and buildings. People are thrown sideways at speed of 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. What I'm trying to say is that God, who's the creator, because everything.
Which God?
Okay, I'm gonna explain. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he saw an old woman.
That's why I don't do 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Okay.
I can't shut up.
Okay, no. He saw an old woman. She was spinning the thing. You know that thing that makes
Sounds
the.
a little.
No, listen. So when he was
an
spinning,
old woman spinning.
that's the thread. You know the wheel.
Yeah.
So he said to her, to the old woman, "How did you believe in God?" She said, "Because if I stop spinning, I stop getting the thread. The thing stops moving." So she said, so the Prophet ﷺ said, you have to be like the religion of the old woman, like this old woman, the same thinking. Because the old woman said if she stopped moving, the thing would have stopped moving. So there has to be an unmoved mover.
Why?
Because Aristotle, if you know him, he said, okay, but for Aristotle and Socrates, all of them and there, yeah, they said if there's an unmoved mover. So what I'm trying to say is, because I see that you are looking for the intellectual debate.
Am I?
Yeah. What does it? I know there's the enemies of Imam Ali. Imam Ali, you know who's Imam Ali? You don't know? He's the greatest man after the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And he killed all the pagan Arabs that were.
He was a murderer.
No.
He was a great man, yet a murderer.
Listen, when they tried to kill the Prophet Muhammad, the pagan Arabs, the ones that used to worship idols, he protected the Prophet Muhammad.
I love pagans. If I was any religion, you asked me was I atheist, and I am an atheist. If I was to choose any religion, I'd probably choose paganism.
Okay, what's your name?
I'd rather worship the sun, the trees, the moon.
Is your name Steve, Paul, or Jacob? What's your name?
What?
What's your name?
Steve.
Imam Ali said Allah is one, but not in numeration. The creator, but not by activity or labor. The hearer, but not by means of any physical organ. The seer, but not by stretching the eyelids.
This is meaningless.
The witness.
When we go back to paganism, I would rather worship the sun because that gives me light and power and energy.
Yeah.
I'd rather worship the plants and the trees because they give me oxygen and sugar.
What about the one who...
Surely they are deserving of my objectivity.
Good question.
Because they give me life.
Good question.
The trees, the sun.
Good question from Steve.
The moon influences the planet, influences the seasons.
Good question from brother Steve.
It wasn't a question,
Yes.
It wasn't a question, it was a statement.
A good statement from brother Steve.
I'd rather be pagan and worship real things that give me life.
No, listen, Steve.
You understand that?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But why don't you worship the person
Some
who...
make-believe person?
No.
Person?
But you're not listening.
Person?
Why don't you worship the person who created the sun?
Because how could a person create the sun? Well, that's your words. That's your words. That's the nonsense of it. A person, an entity, an individual.
The one that created the sun.
The one what? One love.
The one...
I wish we all focused on one love.
Okay, well,
one love.
I love you for the sake of humanity.
One love.
I love you for the sake of...
Is that E17?
But listen.
Blue, sorry, it was blue.
Okay, so now...
One love.
Listen, Steve, I want to ask a question. When you see the sun...
What is the purpose of you asking this question?
Okay, the reason why...
You meant to say hello, bro.
I want you to compete with
the one... Are you trying to convince me of your religion?
No. Steve, listen.
What's the point of that?
Listen.
What is the point of that?
Listen, brother.
Why are you taking that? I'd ask what's in there. I'm not gay. Why are you taking your clothes off?
Listen, Steve, brother. Listen.
You either want to fight or you want to make love. I don't want to do either.
Listen, Steve.
Why are you taking your clothes off?
Steve, listen.
Are you just showing off your tattoos? The clouds are out.
Please give me power to destroy his argument.
Oh, is that what it is?
Inshallah. Listen. First, I want to...
bollocks so far, with all respect.
Listen. I'm going to ask you a question.
Ask it yourself, don't read it. That's cheating.
Someone told to the Imam al-Sadiq, the fifth disciple, can the God fit the whole world into an egg? I'm asking the question. Into an egg.
In my hand,
answer the question.
Why
Why is not answering the question? Can God fit the whole universe in an egg without making the egg any bigger and the universe any smaller? Answer this question.
Well, presumably that's the Big Bang. It's not something I'm the expert on.
Listen
the
to
Big
the
Bang,
question.
everything came from a singular
Listen to the question
point.
carefully. Can God put the whole universe in an egg?
I don't believe in God, so how can I even answer that question?
I'm going to answer you. But it's,
Look, the answer's there. Quick. Which page is that? Which page is that? Quick.
Yeah, wait for
the
your
Imam
answer.
replied.
Isn't it wonderful, the internet? Isn't it wonderful, the internet?
Listen.
The wonders of the internet invented in this great country.
Listen, the Imam
what's
answered,
his name,
I
Bernard?
would like to look at the sky and the birds in the sky and the tree. All these people gather around us and now look at me. The Imam says Allah can fit all of this in your tiny pupil of your eye. You think He can't fit the universe in an egg?
How can He fit it in the pupil of your eye?
Look, you can look your eye.
That's not the tree. That's not the sun,
No,
is it?
it's
the
all-
tree is not in my eye.
No, but I'm saying your little eye.
Nonsense,
Listen,
nonsense.
your little pupil can see the whole universe.
No, it can't. I can't even see the other side of the moon, you numpty.
No, you can see
How
it.
can I see that whole universe when I can't even see
but
the other side
you
of the
can
moon?
see the trees.
I can't see Australia.
How much can you see?
I can't see your arsehole. Not that I want to. Not that I want to.
This is a devastating argument against atheism.
Listen.
Devastating.
Devastating. You don't know that you're finished.
I've got to sign up.
Listen,
You seem so convincing. I've got to sign up.
Steve, you're
Have
dead.
you got an application
Brother,
form?
wait in
I
line.
wanna fill
Wait
it
in line. I'll deal with you next. I'll deal with you
devastating.
next. I'll deal with you
He's
next.
dealing with me at the
I'm
moment.
dealing with you.
It's the QR.
Listen, prove to me the existence of God.
I think that's a challenge for you, not for me.
Exactly. Well said. Now, what I'm gonna do?
I'll prove the existence of the moon, of the sun, of the trees, of
wait.
oxygen,
Okay.
sugar.
I'm gonna look at this, yeah? If you get the egg, yeah?
Which egg?
An egg.
A dinosaur egg?
No,
An ostrich egg?
a hen's egg.
A frog egg?
Hen.
A reptile? A crocodile?
A
egg?
rooster.
A hen.
Chicken.
Oh, okay. Where's the boar? Where's the boar?
Listen, if you
knows about
get the egg, yeah?
The chicken.
Now,
So-
to get the egg,
Large or small?
listen, a normal egg.
Organic or
Look, it's so strong.
free range? Or
Listen.
Barn.
Outside is a hard skin, and below it is a
Not
thin
skin,
membrane.
it's not skin.
Listen, it's a thin membrane, inside which flow 2 seas of gold and silver.
Two
Two seas of gold and silver.
Gold and silver?
Yes, the
Where are you
egg.
getting your fucking eggs from?
The egg, bro. Listen.
Russia? Gold and silver.
Listen.
No, stop now.
The egg I ate this morning was white and yellow. What the fuck are you talking about?
No problem with tattoos. Listen.
No, I didn't think you're supposed to have tattoos.
What does Allah, what does Muhammad say about tattoos?
No.
I thought they're not good.
There was no tattoo machine at that time. How can you say anything
Yeah, but
about it?
wasn't writing
It's
on your
like-
body deemed
I don't know.
not
You have to
right?
go. You have to go back to the Ayatollah for that.
Which one?
Ayatollah.
Hominy.
Possibly, yeah. Ask him. He's got internet website or WhatsApp. Anyway.
Really?
Is he on the phone? Can we?
Yeah, just write his tattoos halal for Ayatollah and see what he says. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say, so then neither the yellow mixed with the white, nor does the white.
Gold with silver.
Yeah, okay. So neither
That
can.
bit's wrong. It's white and yellow, not
So
gold.
neither can a repairer enter it.
Silver egg is seriously wrong.
Bro, what I'm
You
trying to
wanna throw it
say,
away?
we don't know whether there's male or female in the egg, right? All of a sudden it cracks and a beautiful chick emerges from it. Can you easily agree that all this happened without a designer or a maker?
Absolutely. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Well, I don't know about
Absolutely. Would you like me to explain to you?
That's amazing. No.
Would you like me to explain to you?
Let him answer, man.
I see the lights. See?
It's called
Yeah,
sarcasm,
'cause the
man.
sun's
No. He's saying he's convinced.
Oh, so you don't like my answer, so you jump to him.
No, okay, go on. Let's see. Let's see what you're gonna say about that. Come on, let's see. Go ahead.
Okay.
Philip.
Let him finish.
Should we start at the chemical level? Should we start with organic chemicals? Organic chemicals often have a hydrophobic end and a hydrophilic end, which created the first membrane, which then created the first cell, which then divided, which ultimately then caused multicellular organisms. And do you know how that changes? Because the replication of DNA is not a perfect process. So when DNA replicates, it changes slightly. That's called mutations. Some mutations are selected on by the difference in the habitat that they live. We all know there are different habitats all over this planet and all over every planet. The different niches, the different habitats result in
Bruv, you be
different phenotypes. I'm educating you. Listen.
You've been watching Cartoon Network.
No, I've got a fucking biology degree, so I've got a fucking bit of knowledge in it, you numpty. Now be educated in the process of evolution.
Rob, you been watching Dexter's Laboratory or something.
Sorcery.
Now this is an educated man.
Sorcery.
Burn him! Burn him at the mistake.
This is sorcery.
Listen, let me, Steve, I
You listen.
No, Steve,
You listen.
Steve,
You listen to
do you
one
smoke?
word I
Do you
just
smoke?
said. No.
Okay, that way, okay.
Do you?
How can you prove?
I didn't smoke at university. We were educated.
Okay, I'm gonna prove to you now that there's a creator. Okay?
So you didn't like any of that answer, right? You're just
No,
going to
no.
smooth over it. You asked a question, I gave you an answer, you're now going to ignore it.
Rob, do you take tranquilizer?
Maybe I should. Maybe you should.
No, listen. You're going off script. Listen.
What the hell?
Look,
But the thing is, I'm not in history. That's the
gone well.
So have you-
I'm not in history.
have you created yourself? Have you created yourself, or has someone created you?
You didn't listen to a word I just
No,
said,
answer my
did you?
question. Answer my question, Steve.
No, because it's stupid and you're showing
No,
your ignorance.
so you created yourself. Who created you? Answer my question.
You don't know about fucky, sucky. Go to fucking school and get a biology lesson. I don't believe you're that ignorant. Really?
Listen.
You're not that ignorant. Did your parents not tell you about the birds and the bees?
Listen.
Come on now, you're not that stupid.
Listen.
It's basic. It's not even GCSE biology. Primary school kids are taught.
Okay.
It's not difficult.
Okay.
It's not advanced. It's not complicated.
So your parents, when they done jiggy jiggy and you came out, who made jiggy jiggy from your parents before? Your grandparents?
My grandparents, my great-grandparents, my great-great-grandparents,
Okay.
and on it goes through the monkeys, through the mammals, through the chordates, through the non-chordates, to the single-cell amoeba, to the organic chemicals, to the inorganic chemicals. It's not fucking complicated. Please, just go and get a basic GCSE
Where you going? Come here,
textbook.
man.
No, let him stop.
Get a
When he stops-
basic
Where you going?
Let him
GCSE
stop, let him
textbook.
stop, let him stop, let him stop. When he stops,
He's
I
moved over there.
Because you can't cut me. No.
You're out of camera range.
This is actually going to go on
It's all
YouTube.
about the camera.
First of all, yeah.
It's all about the beast, about the beast, about the beast.
All I'm telling you, yeah, is that
You're showing your ignorance that you didn't even study biology to
the
GCSE.
depth of your ignorance has been shown by
What ignorance is that?
the depth of your ignorance, not just your ignorance, the depth, like the deep blue sea. It's so deep, your ignorance, that even we go under the sea, you know them creatures you can't see, that's how deep
Under
it is.
the sea.
Under the sea.
Under
you know
the
them
sea.
fish that bite you, that's how deep.
have a song for everyone.
That's how deep you are, you're proper deep ignorance. Yeah?
Everywhere I phone now.
No, because, okay, see that plane in the sky?
Yeah.
It came by itself, didn't it? It just came out of nowhere. No one created
So
it.
you're comparing a biological living individual with a lump of metal flying through the sky. Are you serious?
No.
Do you really expect
No, answer
anyone to take you
answer
seriously?
the
You're
question.
comparing the complexity of my biological being with that metal.
So it came by
in the
itself.
air.
That plane came by itself.
I'm not a fucking plane, you numpty.
You're a fucking-
I'm a living thing
You're
that breathes and has sex and evolves.
Brother, you're Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty took a great fall. All the big horses, all the great mum couldn't put Humpty together.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. What's the fucking point of these nursery rhymes? Come on, grow up.
Steve.
Speaker's Corner used to represent intellectual debate. Now we get numpties bloody saying Humpty Dumpty. This is the level of Speaker's Corner today. Fucking Humpty Dumpty from someone that's trying to convince me everything I was taught at school is a lie. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to fall for any of it.
Steve.
Oh, is there another play? And I'll tell you what, use my phone. That's usually the next fucking example. How could this come about? How could it just come about? Grow up, it's not a fucking life.
Steve, calm down. First of all, you're spitting too much. And
Don't
that's why
stand
I'm
in the
standing
spit
here.
zone.
Yeah, that's
That
why
way
I'm
you're
standing
backing down.
Calm down. Steve, I got...
Do you know, but I do lose it when I'm faced with ignorance.
Okay, all right.
When I'm faced with absolute ignorance, I do lose it. So I think, what failed you at school?
One second.
What failed you at school that you
Give me my-
rejected all of this knowledge?
No, because this is getting too much, man. This is getting too much.
You want an umbrella?
No, listen. First of all, when you're going to talk, tell me so I can stand back, because I don't want the spit to touch me. That's number one. Number two, if you're going to talk, let us know, yeah? So I'm going to...
Am I going too fast?
No, listen. Steve,
Right, you want me to slow it down?
Steve, listen.
Right, should we go back to the organic chemicals?
A'udhu billahi
Should we go back to the first
Listen,
membrane?
listen, let me
Should we go back to the first amoeba? Where do you want me to go back to?
I'm telling you,
If
Aristotle...
you've not got it, where do you want me to go
Bro,
back to?
Einstein.
The amoeba?
Are you cleverer?
The organic
Are you-
membrane?
Listen. Are you cleverer than Einstein? You can't even reach Einstein's shoe in cleverness. Your shoe, you know the shoe?
And you can.
No,
You
listen.
can with your
So
lack of
no,
GCSE biology.
What? I got GCSE, I got a B in biology. What?
What went wrong? Why have you forgotten it all now?
Forgotten what, fam? I'm telling you this.
Did your parents shut you in the cupboard
Listen,
during
listen.
the evolution bit?
Brother, your parents, they
I know that's what religious parents do
Brother,
sometimes.
listen.
They fucking shut their children in the wardrobe because they don't want their kids to hear the truth. Because they're so fucking blinkered by their religious nonsense.
So what is the truth? What is the truth?
About what?
You're telling
About
me-
photosynthesis? About gravity? What truth do you want?
So science is all proving you wrong. Because science all proves that there's one creator, one God. So, yeah, and
Where
then
did you get this
wait,
shit
what
from?
do you mean shit? What?
Where did you go to school? Come on.
I went to your
I
school.
want to complain to them.
Listen, first of all,
I want to complain to your education.
Alright, 1 second. I know you're
Teacher.
talking posh. You want me to talk posh? Hello,
Not
shut,
posh.
no, shut your mouth.
Oh, let's get a bit abusive
Jolly
now.
Good, yeah,
So
okay.
he's gonna pick 'cause he
shut
says I've
up.
got a bit of a posh
I've been to
voice.
Harrow
I
School.
thought
Yeah,
you-
shut up your mouth.
I went to the fucking
I don't
biggest
give a damn.
comprehensive in
Yeah,
the
I don't-
fucking
I don't
neighbourhood.
really care.
But now I'm a bit posh for
Yeah, I
it.
don't really care. Okay, now shut up your mouth. Okay, listen. First of all, I went to Harrow School and I had a very good teacher. Now shut up your mouth for a second. Okay, first of all,
You're gonna get an Oscar
No,
soon.
no, shut
If
up.
you
your
keep
mouth.
going, you're gonna
If
get an
you-
Oscar.
If you keep talking like this,
I don't
doesn't-
talk like
no, that doesn't make you very.
I don't talk like that at
Listen,
all.
listen to me. It doesn't make you an intelligent person. You're very intelligent.
Anyway, back to the biology. Back to the biology.
I'll come back to that. Listen to me. Listen to me. Steve, listen. Pay attention. I don't know who's been teaching you science yet, but he seems to be very ignorant because he hasn't taught you the basis of science,
Which is.
that everything that is created must have a creator.
And what lesson did you learn that in science?
Okay, I know.
What science
okay,
lesson
let me
told
tell
you that?
Miss Albert, yes.
And what was her
let-
subject?
Let me tell you. Okay.
Shall I start talking like that too?
No. Just calm
Which
down.
subject did
I'm
she
telling
tell
you
you
to calm
that?
down, and you're not just keep
I'm very
talking.
calm.
No. If you keep talking, I'm gonna kick you out
You
the
make me
class.
laugh.
Okay, I'm gonna kick you
You
out.
make me laugh.
Okay, you got
That's
detention.
LARFF.
All right, listen,
streaming
just
it?
relax, bro.
What am I
Just
saying?
relax, Steve. Calm down when you're chatting to me, because I can come to your level of this posh talk. I'm not gonna do that.
That all it's
I'm
about.
telling
So
you.
why have you just done that for the last 5
Bruv,
minutes?
our old woman is more cleverer than you a million times.
These
Because the old,
meaningless statements that have no fucking meaning in them whatsoever.
Okay, why swear?
Oh, what did that
Why
statement?
swear?
Because you astound me.
Because you're
your
swearing.
ignorance astounds
Your
me.
swearing shows you're evil.
Well, I was posh a minute ago. Now I'm swearing. Make up your fucking mind. Am I posh or am I swearing? Which?
Well, you're mixed. You're mixed. Butty
mixed.
boy with.
Oh, a bit of casual homophobia now as well.
Okay,
oh,
listen,
fucking
listen,
hell.
listen.
Come on, give us a little bit more fascism. Come
Okay,
on.
listen.
You can, a bit of racism. Oh no, racism bad, homophobia
Listen,
fucking
you're
perfect.
chichi man.
You're a fucking homophobe.
You know chichi?
You're a fucking homophobe.
Butty boy.
You're a fucking homophobe.
What's that?
You know what a homophobe is? Think about Islamophobe and then just change it to homosexual.
First of all, God didn't create Adam and Steve.
Oh, fuck off with your fascism.
All right, listen.
Why? This crew has been ranting about a certain Chinese Malaysian guy who's dared to use the N-word, but a bit of casual homophobia is okay to dish out left, right and centre. Tell me why fucking racism wrong, homophobia okay.
Oh,
You
fuck
fucking
off.
ignorant.
Oh, fuck off. If you're.
What is wrong with racism
Okay, I'll ask
that allows you to dish out
can I ask
homophobia
you? Can I ask you?
week in, week out?
Okay, I'll ask you.
How is that okay?
If your dad didn't fuck your mum, that piece of shit wouldn't exist like you. So your dad
So what's
good. He should have fucked your mum more and had more shits like you. But
Why?
because if he was gay, a piece of shit, dumb asshole wouldn't exist.
So
and we
what,
love
what are you saying? Gay people don't exist? What's your fucking
No,
point?
what I'm saying, I'm happy that your mum wasn't gay, because if she was, you wouldn't have existed like a piece of shit like you are.
But if I'm a piece of shit,
Yes.
then surely it'd be better if my mum was gay.
Oh,
There's no
that's
logic to any
very-
fucking
okay,
sentence
no,
that comes out your mouth.
gonna come back
I'm
to you.
glad your mother wasn't gay, because if she was gay, a little piece of shit wouldn't have come out
Exactly,
like you.
yes.
That's the logical sentence, don't you get it?
No,
you are
because-
dumb,
no,
aren't
you're not
you?
letting me
You
talk.
are really
You're not-
dumb.
you're not letting me
You
talk.
don't get any
So
logic,
basically,
any sense
no, so
whatsoever.
what we're trying to say.
You're not very bright.
So if
are
your
you?
parents
You're dumb,
weren't-
aren't you?
no, I'm
you
saying-
have no fucking education.
I'm answering.
Were you in a special school?
Oh, so you got a problem with special needs?
mustn't.
You got a problem
But
with special needs?
homophobia is okay.
So you got a problem
Started off with
Get
the
it.
house.
You're a homophobic
And then
fascist.
what
So you're-
happened?
you're-
Do you have a
He
problem with
got
gay
emotional,
people?
and then he
Do you
lost
have a
it.
problem with
No,
gay
I'm happy,
people?
I'm happy.
Do you have a problem with lesbians?
No, let me
There were
talk.
people like
Are you
that.
gonna
Do you have a problem with
Yeah,
gay
okay,
people?
let him talk
now. We've
You
heard you.
don't.
We've heard you.
Since when are you the fucking referee?
Shut the fuck up, so I can answer.
corner.
Shut the fuck up,
Do
so
you
I
have
can
a problem
answer.
with gay people?
I got a problem with a piece of shit like you. Let me talk.
And gay people?
Let me talk. No,
If I
let-
was gay, would I be worse?
No, what I'm trying to say,
Why do you have
I
a problem
wish.
with
No, I
gays?
haven't got a
Okay,
problem.
let him answer to you, for God's sake.
No one asked for your fucking contribution.
No,
Why are you
it's
giving
now.
it?
Shut the fuck up. Let me ask
No,
you.
relax, please.
And that's what happens.
Keep quiet for a second. We want to listen to him,
Let me talk.
What have you got against
The camera is on him,
Shut the
not on
fuck
you.
up.
Why is homophobic abuse okay?
Let him answer.
Why is homophobic abuse okay?
That's what you're
Okay, we've heard
Why?
you. Let him answer.
Shut up so I can
What
answer.
is wrong with
Shut
that?
your mouth so I can
He's
answer.
not gonna shut up.
Okay.
Shut your
Yeah,
mouth.
shut your fucking stick mouth.
Shut your
Listen.
fucking stinky mouth.
I'm saying-
That's a fucking intellectual
let me talk.
argument.
Listen, my
I'm
friend.
saying-
Shut your fucking stinky mouth.
You got a problem, man.
Why are you not going to let him
You got a problem. Let him speak. You got a problem, man. Go and find a woman.
What's an intellectual
Go and find a
I'm
woman.
fucking married to one, you prick.
You know you're not. I've seen you on TV. I've seen you on TV, mate.
Why do you
I've seen you. You're a lonely man.
Why do you think homophobia is okay?
Why don't you shut the fuck
Why
up
is
so I can answer you?
homophobia okay?
Why don't you shut
Let
the
him
fuck
answer.
up so I can
Bill,
answer
let him answer.
Let
Let him answer.
me answer you.
I've
Let me
exposed you.
answer you.
You're fully
You
exposed.
fucking dumb piece of shit. Let me
Is
answer
that
you.
as good as you can do?
Can I answer you?
Is that
Let
as good
him.
as you can do?
Let him speak.
You fucking dumb piece of
Have you finished, sir?
You fucking dumb piece of shit.
Have you finished?
Put a shoe in your fucking mouth.
Oh, is that a threat?
relax.
See the violence of the religion of peace. The religion of
Put a shoe in your
peace.
fucking mouth.
The
And
religion
let me
of
answer the
peace.
question.
The religion of
Listen,
peace.
put this in your mouth.
The religion of peace.
No, because
The religion of peace.
Ah, fuck that. Listen, shut
The
up.
religion
Let me
of
talk.
peace.
Let me talk.
I'll fucking stuff my shoe in your mouth.
I have got no problems with gay.
Violence as well as
I wish,
homophobia.
Let him.
I
We
wish
wanna
his
see
mum
it.
and dad
You're
were
not-
gay.
no one's
So
asking
the
for your
piece of shit
opinion.
that
I wanna
I've been
listen to
born
him.
Well, I
with.
don't.
I wish your
quiet,
mum and
you
dad
piece
were
of
gay.
shit.
I'm
All
happy.
right, another one.
I wish your mum and dad
Yes.
were gay. I wish. I'm so happy if your mum and dad was gay. So a
You
piece of
changed
shit
your mind
wasn't born.
You changed your
A
mind
piece of
from
shit
2 minutes
wouldn't be
ago.
born.
Make up your mind, mate.
All right, listen.
Make
listen,
up your
listen,
mind.
listen.
God, blimey, we were talking about the sun 10 minutes ago.
Exactly.
All right, listen, just let people
You're
talk.
so angry, aren't you?
No, why don't you let me talk?
Because you're a homophobic fascist.
What if I told you you're a gay piece of shit?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because you're a homophobic fascist
well, I'm-
who thinks racism bad, homophobia good.
why didn't your
it's
dad-
fucking hypocrisy.
so why did your dad fuck
it's
your mum?
illogical
Why did your dad fuck your mum?
hypocrisy.
Why did your dad
Because he's
fuck your
not
mum?
gay, you twat. You don't get it,
Why
do
didn't your
you?
dad be gay then?
What?
Why doesn't your dad be gay?
Why doesn't my dad be gay?
And give heads to men like.
Can you put it in correct English?
Yeah, your
first?
dad. Why doesn't he be a batty boy?
Because he's heterosexual.
Why can't I bank him?
Because he's heterosexual.
Why can't I bang your
And
dad?
if he were gay, I don't think he'd want
No,
you to bang
I'm just
him.
saying. Why? Why don't you
Because
let me
he's
bang your dad?
heterosexual.
Huh?
Because he's heterosexual. Are you dumb?
Why a piece of shit being born like you? We want your dad to be gay. I want your dad to be gay now.
Well, I'm already
So he-
here. So
so
how
he
would
doesn't make-
that work?
So he
I'm
doesn't-
already here. So how would
No,
that
so he
work?
doesn't make a
You're
brother.
not very bright,
So he
are
doesn't
you?
give you a brother. Because
You're
if you have
not
a
very
brother,
bright. I do
your brother's going to
actually,
be a dumb
yeah.
piece of shit like you as well. So I wish your dad is gay. Send this message to your dad.
But I'm here already.
No, your brother. What if he makes a brother? He makes two of
My
them.
brother's here already.
No, a third brother. What if a third brother comes out from your
He's 80 years old with Parkinson's, so I don't think he's going to be breathing anymore,
Have you
do
seen this
you?
man on TV?
He's 80 years old and he's got Parkinson's.
Complaining that he was not
Listen to them more lies.
Yes,
Listen
it's
to
on
the
TV.
lies.
On my
This
TV.
is called Takia.
I'm not.
This is called Takia.
I've seen you on TV.
I've seen you on
So why
TV.
don't you be a gay batty boy and get back?
Why would I? Because I'm not.
Yes, you are. You fucking batty boy.
Why, have you been looking through the
Because
curtain?
you've been upset. When I said batty boy, you started shaking.
I don't like sexist misogyny, and I'm not a woman either. I don't like
You
sexist
started dribbling.
misogyny.
Why did you dribble? Are you a batty boy? Why you started dribbling when I said
You're
batty boy?
crazy,
You went.
man. You are
dribbling went
crazy.
everywhere.
Yes,
You are
you are
mental.
crazy.
You've been. You see.
I don't know.
You know why you're crazy? Because when
Educate
you-
yourself
No,
on the Equality
listen, let me
Act.
tell you
There are
something.
9 protected characteristics.
The days that
Would
you
you
were-
like me to list them
You know,
for
you-
you?
you know
Gender,
that you're-
age, disability,
Yeah, you make fun of special
sexual
needs people.
orientation,
You make fun of
religious
se-
belief,
Yeah, you make fun of special needs people.
marital status.
Yeah,
Party membership.
Trade
you make
union
fun of disabled
membership.
people.
Yes, you're
You
right.
make fun of disabled people.
Educate yourself
You
on
make
the
fun of disabled
Equality Act.
people. You make fun of
The
disabled people.
Equality Act of this country.
Yeah, you
Bill,
make
let
fun
me
of
get in
disabled
there.
people.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah,
piece of
sure,
shit.
sure.
How can you make fun of
Do you?
disabled people?
How can you make fun of homosexual
Yeah,
people?
I'm saying, why don't you be homosexual and give me a head?
How can anyone become a homosexual? Why don't you become a homosexual?
Well, let me bang you now. Let me be homo.
Well, you really want to do it now? Come on then.
Come, let me bang you.
What sort of weirdo wants to do it in the park? What sort of weird? You don't need He would.
I'll
He
bang
would.
you right now.
He
Yeah,
would.
Come. I'll be a donkey.
Can I bang you?
Like a donkey.
Can I bang you?
You want me to bang you
Can
like
I
a donkey?
bang you?
No. Only
All right, I can't bang him, but he wants to
Yeah, I
bang
can
me.
bang you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, I
you
can
heard
bang
it.
you. I can
This is
bang
the intellectual level of
No,
debate
you
in
don't. You want
Speaker's
to be gay? I
Corner.
want to bang you. Come.
Why?
Come, we go there. I'll
Why?
bang you. I'll give you donkey style.
Why?
You know donkey. Like
Why?
Because you want it like a donkey.
But why do you want it?
Because you want it.
Why
Like
do
that.
you want
Because you like it.
Because you like fucking
like
men.
it. No, you come.
You like fucking
Come on,
48-year-old men in
Come
the
on,
park.
Come and give me head. Come.
48-year-old men. You want to fuck a 48-year-old man?
You just said you love homosexual. You just said
I said what?
You said
I
I
didn't
love.
say the word
You started
properly,
dribbling when
did I?
you said homosexual.
But you're the one
You're
that fucking
dribble.
wants to fuck me.
Come, I'll bang you now. Come.
Look at their faces. Just look around at people's faces.
I'm gonna fuck you with a stick in your ass.
Maybe I've got the Parkinson's from my father.
No, me.
Who knows?
You know the stick? I'm gonna put a long stick in your ass.
Oh, you don't use your cock. You want to use your cock and a stick?
Yeah, both.
At the same time?
So you. Yeah. Fucking
Why
batty
is it
boy.
always bum sex?
It says fucking batty boy, so again, blatant homophobia,
Yeah,
which
what?
is illegal.
Chichi man,
Yeah, then in
You
the
know
same
what? Chichi
breath,
man.
he says he wants to fuck me up the arse. You couldn't make it up, could you?
1 minute you're saying you
could
love
not-
to be gay.
Well, you're contradicting
You're
yourself.
contradicting
1 minute you're
yourself.
saying you want to fuck me up the arse in the middle of Hyde Park, in the middle of a crowd of men watching. And the next minute you're saying, oh, you're a batty man. I'm not the one saying I want to fuck someone up the arse.
You got a problem?
But I'm the batty
So
man.
you got a problem with being
why all the
banged?
cameras are out?
You got a problem
Do you like
with
it being filmed as well?
Listen, no.
Do you like it being filmed when you're fucking men up
Yeah,
the
when I'm
arse?
humiliating you and you're crying, I'll film
You like
it.
it being filmed?
I'll film it and put it on YouTube.
You like it being
I
filmed?
say, look at
It's
this
going to put it on
fucking piece of
YouTube.
shit.
I don't think YouTube will let you, my friend.
You fucking gay piece
Try,
of shit.
you gay piece of shit. But if you use the N-word, you're fucking hounded out the park. Do you see the fucking hypocrisy
So why wasn't your
of
dad
it?
a batty man?
Why? He's heterosexual. You're not listening. You've asked that question 10 minutes
How do you know he
ago.
never gave heads to in Soho, your dad? How do you know?
Because he never lived in London.
Did you? Where did he live?
And he's heterosexual.
Where did he live?
What, do you want the fucking home address, for fuck's sake?
No, but I'm just
You're
saying.
going to go and fuck him as well? An 80-year-old with Parkinson's?
Yeah, come on, yeah,
You're going to go and fuck him up the arse as well?
Both of you. You said you love gay. I'll be gay for you. Innit?
I
Bang
said
both-
I love gay.
I'll bang both of you. Yeah, how about that?
See how ignorant they are.
I'm just saying,
Really, really.
I'm with
And do you know
you.
what's worrying? We might make a joke of it, but there are people like this in our society
Yeah, what?
that have this sort of view towards people that
So
are gay.
you don't want to get banged?
It is really, really worrying that there are people of this view in our society that we've welcomed into this country
So why are you making
with
fun of
that
disabled people?
sort of view.
Why are you making
Is
fun
that
of
not
disabled
worrying
people?
people?
Why are you making fun
Is
of
that not
disabled people?
worrying that there are people amongst us who have this sort of view?
Yeah, don't make fun of
Isn't it
disabled people.
worrying?
Don't make fun of people with special
Do you know
needs.
Jeremy Corbyn will be supporting them next? That will be the next story. We know there's gross anti-Semitism in the Labour Party today because they're bloody supporting the fucking Muslim vote. The next one, I tell you now, will be homophobia across the Labour Party because they're sucking up to the Islamic vote. And that's why the Labour Party is full of anti-Semitism because they're sucking up to the Muslim vote. And it's become current practice in the Labour Party. Homophobia will be the next thing that Jeremy Corbyn and his mugs ignore and put up with in their party because the
about
vote,
Islamophobia?
the Muslim vote
What about
is more
Islamophobia?
powerful than the
What about
gay vote.
Islamophobia?
It is more Islamic phobia. You never heard of fucking
Look at it, wait,
Sikhophobia,
look
do
at the
you?
face of hate.
Why have we never heard about
Have you seen the face of
Sikhophobia?
hate? It's the face of hate.
Hey, forget all that. Do you want to give me head or not?
Mo,
Are you sure?
at his
Fucking
face.
batty boy.
You want to give me all
No,
that?
you give me head, you piece of shit.
stop all that, man.
Do you know when we started talking, I actually gave you more credit than I think I
Yeah,
should have
because you
ever
was
given
rude,
you.
you was
But
rude.
now you completely
No, you
showed
was rude,
yourself.
you was rude.
You completely showed
You was making
yourself
fun of
up
disabled
for
people.
what you are.
You was making fun of disabled people.
Bollocks
Yes,
to
you
that.
did.
Bollocks to that.
So have you
Absolute
converted him now?
bollocks.
Are you converted now?
Now you're having a problem with this guy. Why are you bringing the Muslim community to this argument?
Because the level of rampant homophobia that is.
Doesn't speak for me, my friend.
Can I answer your question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I answer
A
your
lot of
question?
Saudis are gay.
Yes, don't we know it? They all come over here to use our fucking gay bars.
Exactly.
Killing their fucking man friends in the Landmark Hotel.
Exactly.
We know what they do when they come there.
Good point. See, now we're going to a lot of fucking Saudis are gay. They like to get banged.
A lot of every fucking nation are gay.
Exactly. So don't bring religion into it, okay? All I'm gonna
I
say.
will do. And can I tell you why?
No, just listen.
Can I explain why? Yes, I know there are.
Yeah, so how is Islam
Can I answer your question?
part of the
Can I answer
equation?
your question?
Please.
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
As I said, the reason for the increase in anti-Semitic attacks in this country is because of Muslims. The reason for the increase in homophobic attacks is because of Muslims.
Okay,
Listen,
Hitler was not a Muslim.
Listen, look at in the Muslim history, we never killed 6 million Jews. Christian did.
He's back again. He's back again.
Hey Steve, I'm only joking. Hey, you know, everyone, I'm only joking around. It's not real. I'm only joking, Steve. And
Every synagogue in this country has security on the door.
Before you run away,
Even the mosque we have security.
wanted
to
to-
mosque.
No,
I'm only
bollocks.
joking.
Utter bollocks. Every mosque does not have security on the door.
One question. Just one question. Yeah, go on.
before you go away,
Yeah.
you wanted to tell us what scientific evidence there was for God, and I was interested in that claim.
Okay, basically, before I just want to say, I'm only. No, listen.
You're all pretending, mate. That was all an
I'm
act.
joking. We're all joking around. Steve, we're joking. It's an
There's some
acting
things to
thing.
joke about and things not to joke about. We disturbing you? Oh, come on, respect. Move a bit forward.
No, cool.
It's unreal.